Okay, it is 8:30 a.m. I am off for the day. So the agenda today, heading out of the studio now. I'm gonna get there, quickly make sure my cameras and everything are roughly set up and in place for my podcast this afternoon. I have a Mark Palu from Farm to Fork 101 and the Eat and Fresh Network on as a guest at 1 o'clock today. Then I'm hoping to get our first blog posted in our collaboration with Red Jacket. So we collaborated with Red Jacket out of Geneva. They make really amazing cold pressed juices, and we worked with them this past month, hopefully this next month as well, and did some content creation for them. And we created these cocktails based on some of their juices that I tried and just really loved the flavors of. So I had Kaylee come in, we made these cocktail videos, and we're gonna post the first blog and video, or first blog this morning and then video later this weekend. Then I'm gonna drive out to Cazenovia because this semester, and hopefully next year as well. There's a cop. I'm heading out to Cazenovia College. I teach a video production course out there. So I've got to head out there this morning and meet with a couple students on their final projects. Then back into Syracuse, where I'm going to have the podcast with Mark at 1. From there, got to drop off a case of wine at 3 Lives for the Sangria Crawl tomorrow. Send out an email today about Sangria Crawl. Make my post for clients. Trigger their ads, schedule some meetings, and then, oh yeah, I forgot, somewhere in between all of that, I have to go to the bank and get change for the restaurant for tonight, because all we have are 20s and singles. Yeah, so that's my day. That's everything I have to do today. And also prepare for the Sangria Crawl. So let's go get this day started. All right, here it is. You've seen it before, but there it is again. Here's where we are recording the podcast today. So I'm going to get this set up real quick and then get to work and get this blog up before I have to go out to school. All right, and I'm out. I'm late, but I'm out. Got the studio set up, got the blog published, social media posts made. 35-minute drive. I need to stop and get a bagel and coffee on the way, which is gonna make me even more late. But, you know, I find those things to be necessities. I'd rather be late and caffeinated than on time and groggy.
My guys meet on average once a month, whether it's go-karting, water polo. We haven't been a team yet.
So class is over for the day. I was only out there for about 45 minutes because, well, it's almost the end of the semester and my students are working on their final project, which is a like 5 to 15 minute long documentary. And I'm giving them 3 weeks to work on the project. Actually, I think about 4 weeks. And there's just not enough, you know, we typically have class 3 times a week for 2 hours, and that's just too much time to teach them about a single documentary. It's not too much to teach them about a single documentary if we're talking about using real cameras and audio and lighting and all that fun stuff, but we're not doing that. At Cazenovia College, the department just doesn't have the budget to have really high-end gear, and so what they have is 2 camcorders, 2 kind of older Canon camcorders, but unfortunately they don't have the batteries. I don't have the batteries, I should say. I can't find them. I'm sure they exist somewhere. for the camcorders. And so even if I wanted the students to borrow those, I don't have a way to do that. And so I decided from the get-go that the kids would just use their cell phones while they're filming all their videos, or they could borrow my equipment as they needed, depending on the project. And so we went through cooking videos and, you know, all these different styles of videos, simple things that they could make with their phone. And the basis of the education of the course wasn't focused on the technical aspect of how to make a video and how to operate a really nice camera and all that kind of stuff like I typically would. You know, typically they would have, you know, we'd be talking all about, you know, well, just the technical things of a camera. We're not doing that because, and we're not talking about like lighting, because we're not using any lighting, and sound, because they're not using any audio recording devices or microphones. Everything is literally just done on their phone. And so the basis of this entire class has been on how to make an interesting video, a compelling video, and how to tell a story, which I've found from my own personal experience. I spent so much time learning how to operate cameras and what microphones to buy and audio recorders, and I wasted, you know, a few $1,000s on gear that I just don't need. And it still took me a while to just learn how to tell a story. You know, not how to tell like the best, most amazing story that ever existed on video, but just how to make your video make sense. You know, how to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. How to explain, like knowing that you need to have the scene that sets up, or you have to have the part where the host sets up the next thing they're going to. What up, dog?
What up, buddy?
How's it going? Kevin?
Woke up on a mission, man.
How long have you worked here?
I've been with Wizard for about 3 years now. I've been here for about a year.
What's up? What's up, Joanna?
Hey, Anthony, what's going on?
Oh, you know, I've got change.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm leaving the restaurant. All those guys are doing wonderful. We've got a really strong crew there, and Kevin, Billy, Mikey, and we're expecting a really, really, really busy night tonight.